Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Shampoo, and just to let y'all know, tonight is the game night for Call of Duty Black Ops. It's gonna start at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, U.S. of course, and I'll have my new PSN ID in the description, so everybody just send that PSN ID a friend request, and around like 7 or 7:30, I'm just gonna accept everybody's friend request that they sent to me around at that time. If you're unable to get in um, at the time that you're trying to get in, then best thing to do is just play something else or continue to play Call of Duty, and then just continuously try to get into the game. I'm not gonna take anybody. I'm not gonna favor anyone else over someone else. You know what I'm saying? So uh, just try to get in when as soon as you can. The sooner the better. If you stay, you stay. When you gotta leave, hey, bounce. You know what I'm saying? Let room for someone else to come in. But anyways, like I said, tonight 8:30, Call of Duty Black Ops, game night, um, Eastern Time, 8:30. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what you're looking at right here is actually the opening to Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm, and I wanted to kind of do a breakdown of why I think this game is pretty damn impressive. I mean, first of all, like visually, this game is beautiful. Like this game is damn attractive. Like it just is. Like I don't think I've ever played a game that's adapted from an anime that really captures the visual style that this game really does. I mean, it captured it to the T, and pretty much I'm gonna show y'all a lot about this game, for clear up a lot of questions that I've had in previous videos and such. So go ahead and start it up here, and the first thing you notice is that the menu is pretty nice and stylized, like how they have it. You have the Ultimate Adventure, Free Battle, Online Battle, and Options. And basically, we're going to start with the Ultimate Adventure mode and load up where I am right now. And I believe I'm only on like chapter 2 right now. Um, the chapters aren't entirely too short. They're actually, they're good lengthy chapters, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be too short of a game either, which I like a lot. And at its core, this game is a fighting game. I'm going to show you how exactly the fighting works a little bit later. But like I said, like this game is just gorgeous. Just as you're playing it, and the music and everything, it reminds you exactly of the anime, and just the style of it is just really dope. And as you're playing it, you kind of get this. I mean, it really is just like an adventure game, thus the adventure mode, of course. But like I just really enjoy how they incorporated this mode into the game, and how they just made it have that certain feel. It almost feels like you're playing like a Zelda in a sense, you know. But right now it's in the Hidden Leaf Village. They have the entire village that you can run through. I haven't actually been everywhere in it, but it's basically Naruto's hometown and everything, and it is pretty damn sweet. When you first start up the game, you need like I believe like 4 gigs just to install it on the PS3. Then after that, I mean, the load times are pretty good. They're pretty fast. Just that sometimes during fight scenes, before you actually get into a fight, sometimes the load times are a little bit longer than usual. But I mean, I'm usually a pretty patient person. It doesn't really seem too long to me at all. But some people might get a little impatient, and it might seem a little long to them. But to me, it's really not too long at all. And I believe when I was listening to reviews and read reviews, they said that the load times before you get into a fight seems a little long for them. But like I said, for me, it's no biggie. Now in this game, you run through the entire Shippuden story, which is the second half of the Naruto tale. And right here, I was actually headed towards getting a new mission. And pretty much, in order for you to progress through the game, you have to continuously speak to the Hokage, which is Lady Tsunade, and she will give you these missions to accomplish, and so you can progress through the game. But right here is this little cutscene before I actually got to the Hokage, and then I ran into Choji and Shikamaru. But I'm not really gonna get in depth with the story, mainly because if you're looking forward to purchasing this game or interested in this game at all, um, mainly I would say that you either have to be a fan of anime or you have to at least like Naruto. Um, and if not, if you're not really into Naruto right now, if you haven't really messed with it at all, then I would suggest really considering reading the manga or watching the anime just to get yourself familiar with uh, with it. And before every battle, you can actually it'll ask you if you're ready, like you just seen right there, and you can actually like make sure that you have all your equipment set because you can actually set equipment to your D-pad and make sure that your character is fully, healed up before every battle. Um, I'm gonna get into all the details of the battle pretty soon, but right now I just wanted to show y'all, just kind of give y'all idea of how the adventure mode would exactly work. And as you're playing through Ultimate Ninja Storm 2, you'll have access to a map in order to see exactly where you're going through the tail, but it's not like one of those games where you just click on your destination and all of a sudden you just appear there. You actually have to travel through the land to actually get to where you need to go, and sometimes you'll get to a certain point when some people are trying to stop you and kind of slow you down, so certain things happen. And as you're running, as you can see, all the characters will just talk in these speech bubbles, just to kind of add a little bit more characters and life to them. And like this is an example right here that you're seeing that this game really is really flushed out. They'll actually take their time and put in little segments like this to give you more detail on the Naruto story and what's actually happening, and give more of the characters, more of a sense of purpose in the game, except for just slapping on some mediocre adventure mode. And I mean, we've played other games kind of like that where it's a fighting game, but they add a certain mode, and it's just like, it's okay. A good idea of that is probably Tekken, how they did that with their little adventure mode thing. They actually tried to bring the actual story of Shippuden and everything into the game. They really did it well and incorporated all the characters into it, and it works really good. And it's pretty beast, and I'm enjoying it a lot as of right now. And as you go through the game, you continuously run into segments like this, and it really makes you want to keep, continuously playing, because it really is enjoyable to play a game that's like this. I haven't really played too many games that are actually based off of being a fighting game that actually do such a good job at conveying a real story, such as this game does. Alright, now we're going to jump forward to this certain boss fight. And before every fight in the adventure mode, they usually give you some type of set of battle conditions that you have to meet, whether you got to beat a certain character in a certain amount of time, or you can't do certain things that's in your fighting artillery against that certain boss or character or whatever fight that you're in. I'm going to let y'all check this out. And as you fight through these boss battles, and you see in a second here, is that they'll put you through certain quick time events that you have to go through. And if you fail them, it's not like there's some big punishment, it'll let you continue them right away.
遊びは終わりよ。これでどう？その程度私のサスケくん以下ね。俺の前で自分のものみてえにサスケの名を口にすんじゃねえ。
See, now what you just seen right there is a perfect example of why I said, you know, you should probably catch up on the manga or anime, because you've probably seen that, and if you never really mess with Naruto, like, okay, what the hell is that? But I'm not really gonna get into that right now, like I said. But like certain things right here during the boss fights, you also run into like little mini games, and you have to actually, it'll tell you exactly what you have to do to actually defeat the boss in the mini games. You know, how exactly to attack, what buttons you can press to do like certain moves and such. And that's what you're seeing right now. It adds a little bit more variety to the adventure mode, and it's definitely a good thing, man. It definitely sets off the pacing of just constantly just appearing in battles and shit like that. And that shit is fucking nasty. I don't know, man. I really appreciate what they did with this game in every aspect, whether it was from just the regular fighting or how they shot the certain scenes of certain attacks and stuff like that. They really did put a lot of emphasis on how they wanted this game to be conveyed to the end user, and it's great. It really is greatly appreciated. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and watch the rest of this fight. I actually might cut it just to save on time, but yeah, just keep watching and check it out. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and check out Free Battle. In Free Battle, you can play against a computer, another person, or you can just watch the two computers go at it. And the way they have it set up, that you can play either team match or single match. And team match kind of works how like Marvel's Capcom 2 is. It's just that you can't actually swap your characters. You can only have them come in just to help real quick, and that's it. But as you can see, they got a lot of characters to choose from. You actually have to play the adventure mode to unlock everybody. To play with them offline or online, you have to unlock everybody through playing the adventure mode. I'm gonna go ahead and pick my boy Neji. Neji is a beast, son. Alright, now we're in the game. This is how it pretty much starts. You can fully run around freely and everything. The animation is pretty sick. You press X, jump around and stuff. If you press X and then you hold it again in the air, you can do these ninja moves pretty much, where it makes your character be able to actually like move around very limberly. If you double tap X real quick, you're able to dash towards them like I just showed you right there. And you can actually continue it into combo by pressing circle. If you press and hold triangle, you'll gather chakra, which is basically gathering basically your chi in order to actually use certain moves. And if you press square, you can actually throw kunai knives. And if you press triangle then square, you can also throw chakra knives. And on your D-pad, which I was saying before, you can set up certain key items. And if you press your D-pad, you can throw like paper bombs and things of that nature. And that move right there, I forgot exactly what it's called right off the bat, but basically I'm gonna call it chakra rush. Alright, basically you can use that in order to close a gap between you and the enemy pretty fast. In this game, there's no moves like usual fighting games where it's like half circles and stuff like that. It's mainly about the technique that you use by pressing circle, which is the main action button, and using triangle, square, and L2 and R2 to actually utilize. And you pretty much have to practice for yourself and see what works and what does not work.